All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. Um, we had two games today. One at 9 o'clock in the morning, the earliest game we have played so far. And so I was a little worried what how we would come out, if we would be a little tired or not. And on top of that, it was raining for probably the first quarter or quarter and a half of the game. And so conditions were wet, it was slippery. We had told the kids before the game, you got to make sure when you're making cuts that you're not going to slip down, that your foot is actually making the cut. The ball is going to skip across. You got to be ready for all of that. We had talked to our keepers about making sure that your gloves are dry them on the inside of your shirt if you need. When you go down to pick up a ball, get down and kind of cover it up like you would be protecting an egg. And they came out great. We scored two pretty quick goals to put us on top. And then for the rest of the game, we played really, really great defense, and we relied on our teammates in the game, and we gave up two shot attempts. So only two times that they actually had a shot on our goal compared to our 18. And five of those ended up being goals. We ended up scoring off of those. So I thought that was really, really good. And then we came back at 12:45. Today was um, the day where everybody in the city is there and everybody is playing multiple games. There's a lot of distractions going on. There's bounce houses. There's food trucks that usually are there. There's snow cones that are there. And so when we came back, I uh, was a little worried that maybe we would be a little bit distracted, but no distractions at all again. We came out, we scored 8 goals on 33 shots. And again, we allowed 3 shots on goal. So for the day, over 2 games, we didn't allow a goal, and we only allowed 5 shots on our goal, which means we're playing really, really great defense. And so the kids did a really, really good job today. For the season so far, we have scored 35 goals and we've given up 3. That's about 7 goals a game that we're scoring, to a little over half of a goal a game that we're giving up. As far as shots, so we're averaging about 21, almost 22 shots a game, and we're giving up about 4 shots a game. And so we are really pushing the ball. We're really doing great things on offense. And before the game, we talked about, and throughout the games, we talked about trusting yourselves and trusting your teammates, and seeing what that gets us. And it opened up some opportunities for us that I was really, really excited about. So today was a really, really good day. The kids reacted really well to adverse conditions, to the possibility of having distractions with everything going on at today at the Jamboree. And so I was really, really pleased with this. Yeah, a couple questions. Mhm. Yeah, I kind of addressed it, worried about preparation. And we came out really, really prepared today. We had a good week of practice this week. We had a good practice on Wednesday. Went over a few things with the keepers, and I was so happy to see the keepers already putting those things into motion, into play, and starting to do some of those things. Our defense continues throughout the season, has just played amazing defense. And most of the time we're keeping people outside of our box. And we've talked to the kids many times, when we keep the other team outside of our box, it's really hard for them to score. The 3 goals that we've given up this year have been because we didn't clear the ball out of our box, and they were virtually right in front of our goal, which makes it really, really hard for defenders and for keepers to be able to see that when it's so bunched up in there. And so they came out really, really prepared tonight. That was really, really good. Yeah, next. You're right. You're right. Talking about the rest of the season, um, the rest of the season schedule. We had two games today. We have another game. We have a makeup game on Tuesday night. So that'll be a little bit different. People aren't usually used to playing on weeknight games. And so I'm hoping that we come out with the same type of intensity that we have so far in every game. Um, but we'll talk to the kids and get them ready for that. And then after that we have a game the next Saturday on the 6th, and then that next week is actually our last week. We have a game Friday night and Saturday. So we have a quick turnaround. In a matter of about 2.5 weeks, we had 6 games. Um, and so we have 4 games left. And I'm really looking forward to not only seeing how we can finish, but more importantly, seeing how the kids are developing, and seeing how they are learning new skills. They're trusting themselves with their skills, and they're trusting their teammates to find openings. And so that's really, really cool. Last one. Takeaways from these 2 games for the rest of the season and beyond that. What I really hope the kids take away from this is the idea that they can deal with distractions, and they can deal with adversity. They can deal with adverse weather conditions, because that's going to happen in this sport from time to time, and obviously they're going to have to deal with distractions from time to time in this sport. And so that's what I hope they take away from this. The biggest takeaways for me is seeing how they are reacting to the ball. They're reacting to each other. They're learning to play with each other, not try to do more than they need to do, but help each other out, finding the open person. And so moving forward, what I hope they take away from it, beyond just the dealing with adverse situations and adverse weather and distractions, is that they continue to trust themselves. They continue to trust the teammates and play with the teammates that they're on for the rest of this season, and as if they choose to move on in the future, trusting those teammates, working together, honing in on their skills, keep improving their skills, because they're doing some really, really good things. And so today was a really, really good day. We have 4 more games left. I'm really, really looking forward to what the rest of the season brings. All right. Thank you, everybody.